everyone, welcome to DS Travel. I'm Dan and I'm in Beijing right now. And finally, one of the great ancient cities of China. And I'm super excited because Beijing has so much amazing street food that's been passed down from generations to generations. Many places that we're going to in this Beijing series has been around for over 100 years. And today we're gonna start around Niujie and try some of the unique Beijing style halal street food. Let's go check it out. Alright guys, our first stop is just right up front. It's actually inside a supermarket. Let's go check it out. Alright guys, finally getting my 杂粮煎饼, and let me tell you, this is gigantic. Half of it probably enough for a normal sized adult. First bite. This thing is amazing. Wow. When you bite into it, you first hit that slightly crispy, little chewy, flat wrapper, like the skin. And once you bite into it, just so much fresh veggie in there, crunchy and fresh. And when you start to chew, you get the nice savory sauce, and then that peanuts, that nuttiness. Then that 酱牛肉, the stewed beef, super flavorful. It's tender. You get a little bit of that stringy, meaty kind of texture. It's really nice and flavorful. That crunchy 脆片 just adds another layer of crunchiness. Wow, it's just crunchy, meaty, chewy, savory, all in one bite. Oh, this is nice. One more bite. Let me take my time and finish this. We'll go for our next stop. Guys, right up front, I heard there's a place selling all kinds of Beijing street food, halal version, and just lining up with a lot of people. Let's go check it out. Alright guys, I got so much stuff from that Hongji 小吃 sesame 烧饼, looking nice, lots of sesame on top, beef scallion bun. I wasn't planning on getting this, but there was a huge line waiting for this. 炸糕, finally, 牙签肉, toothpick meat. Now this is not a typical size toothpick meat. Usually it's like a tiny piece, like like this little, but over at this place, gigantic. Let's start with the toothpick meat. Oh, flavorful and tender, and you can taste that cumin flavor. It's really nice. Oh, you can really taste the meaty, stringy kind of texture because this is lean meat, but it doesn't get into your teeth. Tender, soft, meaty, flavorful. Oh, top notch and gigantic too. And they also drizzle some sesame on there. I didn't taste much of sesame flavor, but it looks pretty with it. Love it. Okay, I'm gonna save this for later. I think we'll try the bun first. It doesn't look like very regular shape, so you can clearly tell this is handmade. This is nice. Really flavorful. Honestly, a little salty. When you bite into it, you taste that naturally rice dough flavor. Salty, meaty, but it's really soft. It's really nice. Let's move on to 炸糕, basically fried dough with fillings in there. I think this is red bean fillings, and it looks amazing. But it just looks like, tasty calorie bump. There's something about the greasy fried dough with that aromatic fillings. Let's take a bite. so crunchy. But right after crunchiness, you get that smooth, aromatic, mild sweetness, flavorful feelings. That feeling is really nice. I think it's made of sticky rice. You can actually taste sticky, gooey kind of texture from that sticky rice. One more bite. Oh, let's move on to the next one. Sesame salbit. Oh, the dough and the sesame paste, layering on top of each other. Very nice texture, but it's a little dry, to be honest. You probably need like a soybean milk or something, to chug this down. But really aromatic. Nice aroma from that sesame on the outside, the roasted sesame, and inside you still can taste that, slightly salty, the nutty, the creamy sesame paste mixing with that dough. This is phenomenal. First time, love it. Let's go for the next stop. Guys, it's getting dark outside, but we have one more place to go. It's the locals' favorite meat pancake. Let's go check it out. Alright guys, this is 肉饼碗 and I've got here very nice 大葱肉饼 and this is with beef. Let's take a bite. Super flavorful. Wow. The skin, I think it's oil fried on both sides, so it's a little crunchy, a little chewy, and inside the meat fillings, really flavorful. It's on the salty side, but it's got a nice beefy savoriness together with that stimulating scallion flavor. Wow, really nice. It really tastes like a very nice quality beef pie, and then just smashed down into like the flat surface. And I love that because in that case, you maximize that crispy skin that's been fried on that giant iron. It's also very juicy too. I mean, when I pick it up, you can see the juice dripping out from the sides. Okay, let's try the filling by itself. Super flavorful, bouncy and meaty, salty actually, phenomenal. And I just love the part where that dough or the skin is generously soaked with that juice. Look at that, so juicy and so flavorful. You really get a pan-fried, oily, a little bit greasy kind of flavor, and also that juice is full of the essence of the beef. Super flavorful, and also the texture is crunchy, chewy. Come here and try this, guys. Okay, let me have a sip. Guys, it's getting pretty dark outside, but we have one more stop. This is something I'm a little hesitant to try, but we still need to try it. Let's go check it out. We're at 护国4小时. This is also one of the very traditional and famous Beijing street food joint, and they have been around for I think 60 years or so. And they've got some of the iconic Beijing street food. Number one, 豆汁. It's a fermented green bean juice, and usually with 豆汁 people eat 焦圈 with it. Basically, it's like deep fried dough. You just break it and dip it in that 豆汁. Also, another thing that I haven't tried before is called 面茶, thick porridge made of millet. And on top, there's like sesame paste, and you don't use a spoon, you just slurp along the edges so you can get the sesame paste and the millet paste in every bite. Let's get started with that 豆汁. Well, let's have a smell first. It doesn't really smell that bad. I mean, just have that mild green bean flavor in it. Okay, let me have a sip. Oh, definitely an acquired taste. Okay, one more. The most prominent flavor is actually sour. A little stimulating, not very mild sourness, just really mild green bean flavor. And it's actually not bad. It doesn't really stink. Actually, I feel like if you add enough sugar in this might taste good. It's like green bean soup. Alright, let's try the 焦圈 with it. 焦圈, just dip it in. This is so crunchy, it's like a cracker. And dip it in that soup, just add some sourness to it. It's not bad. Let's try this 面茶, and you need to slurp it along the edge of the bowl. Oh, this is super flavorful. Wow, the sesame paste on top, it's actually really thick, sesame, nutty, and slight sweetness. This is actually phenomenal. That bite, I only had that millet paste, and it just basically tastes like a really fine and thick porridge. It's really nice and comforting. One more sip. This I like. I can drink this all day. Alright, let me work on my 豆汁, the green bean juice, and that's it for this time. We still got a lot more Beijing street food coming up, so if you haven't, just click that subscribe button so you don't miss out. Alright, thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.